Anybody that you think should come up first today that's just having a really good day or anything like that?
There were some people that were having a really good day, and this is so hard. Some of you told me some really cool things when you came. Wyatt, you told me a really cool story this morning. You did have a bad day.
I love bad stories.
Do you want to maybe go second, Wyatt? Think about it.
Can I go third?
Brayden,
Can I go
do you think that maybe you could share?
Do you have a story, Brayden?
Brayden.
Well, you know what? Some stories are short, some are long.
Mine's
Now, you know what? Right now we're going to worry about Brayden. And it sounds like something really bad happened to you, Brayden. Can you go ahead and share with us what happened?
he's at recess.
Now, this just happened today. You were at recess, okay?
And I was sledding, and Jackie was pulling my boot off, and that you know the thing inside, like the gray thing, and it came out, and
Oh, the liner.
and I couldn't get it back in, so I just put my boot back on, and I was freezing without that.
So you had no liner in your boot.
Yeah, and it was freezing without it. So my foot was freezing. And then when we got in, I was walking up the steps and made it to my locker and smashed my finger in the locker. And I took off the boot and my socks were soaking wet.
So this could be a story that's called Brayden's Bad Day. Because it sounds like you came to school today and you were outside at recess. And you said that you were out sledding and Jackie
I was pulling my boot off.
pulling on your boot. Now, what were you saying to her when she was doing that? Were you saying anything to her or were you laughing?
I was laughing.
I'm just looking at the smile on your face. I can tell you were laughing. It was probably pretty funny, wasn't it? So Jackie's pulling on your boot. Boot comes off. Liner comes. Did it come out at that point?
Yeah, it came out of the boot.
So it came out of the boot. So you're sitting here now on the hill with a liner, a boot, and
A sock.
a sock.
Because he was sledding down the hill, because he was going to sled down the hill, and then Jackie was grabbing his boot.
So this happened in the middle of the sledding hill?
Yeah.
Eyes are up here though, guys. Eyes are up here. So this happened in the middle of the sledding hill. So you know, you're outside, you have to get your boot back on. Okay, so you're trying to get the liner in, you're trying to put your boot on. Was that working for you? No. So you decide, I'll just put on my boot. So what'd you do with your liner?
I just held it.
Just held it in your hand? Just
And then
walking
I was
around
gonna-
with it, just walking around with it. So, now let me just go back to this. You came to school today, and you just wanted to have a good day, right? You just wanted to have a regular day. First thing that happens, you're out at recess, Jackie pulls your boot off, and can't get it back on, can't get the liner in, so you're walking around outside in this freezing cold weather with just a boot. What was that next thing that you said happened then, because you didn't have the liner in?
My foot was freezing.
Because you didn't have the liner and your foot is now freezing. So, really, you lost your boot. Now your foot is freezing. You come back in now from recess.
And I smashed my finger in the locker.
Take your stuff off, smash your finger in the locker. What did you say when that happened?
And
Did you say anything like, ow?
no, it didn't hurt that much.
It didn't hurt that much, but it still hurt.
Yeah.
Still not a good thing.
Yeah.
Still not a good thing. So far, lost your boot, couldn't get it back on, had to wear a boot with no liner. Came back into school, smashed your finger into the door. Oh wait, before that though, because you weren't wearing your liner,
My foot was freezing.
freezing feet, freezing foot. Then you came in, slammed your finger in the door, and then
My feet were soaking wet.
you look down and not only did you have a freezing foot, but now your sock is soaking wet. So you just wanted to have a good day.
And yesterday I figured out that I have 5 bruises on
we talking about all the things that happened today?
Yeah.
That could be another story about all the bad things that happened with those bruises. So now, you're inside. Did you learn anything so far about this day?
It's bad.
It's bad. And maybe you're thinking at this point, I hope nothing else bad will happen. Oh my gosh, what an awful, awful day for Brayden.
And then I was walking with my shoes on and I tripped myself.
You tripped yourself with
Yeah.
your shoes?
Yeah, I was walking like this. I tripped myself.
That happened today too?
Yeah.
All these bad things. Any questions that you're still wondering about from Brayden's story? Anything you're wondering about?
Well, I have one thing to tell
Are you wondering about something, or are you adding more
Something
to
about
this?
story.
Well, let's just see if there's other kids wondering first. I see a couple kids that didn't see this happen and are wondering something. You saw this happen, Christian, right?
I
So you
did
already
too.
know about it. Okay, so let's see the kids who don't know about it. Okay, well, I see a couple that might not. Brayden, you wanna call on them?
And
Where were you when you like tripped?
I was in the classroom and I tripped myself.
You tripped in here?
Oh,
Was this after recess?
You saw me trip myself.
yeah, that's fun.
Oh my gosh, so that just happened just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After before lunch at Centers.
Oh, before lunch at Centers. All right, anybody else wondering something for Brayden? All right, Brayden, now we know that if we want to write stories that people like to read and enjoy reading, something that helps is to see if our story will fit on story structure. Should we just check to see if his fits? Because he's
Yeah.
got a good story. Let's see if it has all the parts that we know make it a good story. Now this is the part where we first find out about who's in the story and where is he at. So did Brayden tell us that?
Yes.
Not Louis Fit.
Well, we know that
Fish.
Christian was there. We know Jackie was there.
He was there. Ike was there, and Thomas and Chase were there.
So
That's
this
Richter.
and this story then started out where we say,
And then Molly and Isabel came after.
so it was all taking place, the beginning part was outside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and the thing is though, I'm wondering, what did the main character want or need?
I wanted to get my boot back in.
Now, is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Let's see if it keeps,
Kind
let's,
of.
let's see, he wanted to get his boat back in.
But
So,
I couldn't. So I did.
so you tried, it didn't work. We got to this, did you try anything else, or was that really all you did?
I tried like 2 times.
Okay, does that give us any more information, or are we still right here on the story structure?
Right there.
So I'm wondering, is that really what Brayden wanted or needed? Just to get his boot on? What do you think, Jace? Because he also told us about slamming his finger in the door, he told us about soaking wet socks, about freezing
Well, it
feet.
doesn't say he didn't want to get his finger smashed.
But is this just about him wanting to get his boot on?
No.
What does he really want here, Isabel?
To have that day.
He wants to have a better day, doesn't he? Yeah, he wants to just have a good day.
I need to have a good.
He needs to have a good day, doesn't he? So really, this story is taking place probably, I guess, not just out on the sledding hill then. It's at school, isn't it? So we know that it's Brayden at school with all of his friends. He wants and needs to have a better day because so far, what's happened? What could this be then?
But it has some finger with it.
Is this when that happened?
With feet.
Is that when the first thing that happened? Help him out. What was the first
Jack
thing?
pulled the boot off.
That was the first thing. Jackie pulled his boot off, and we all know what happened then.
Then he wants to
He
get.
couldn't get his liner back in his
And then he
boots.
wanted to get it back in his boot.
He tried to get it back in. Did that work? No. So then the next awful thing happened because he didn't have the liner in his boot. What happened?
His feet were freezing.
His feet were freezing. Now remember, he still wants to just have a good day. And so far,
Bad.
no boot, freezing foot. What happened? happened next?
Jackie pulled the boot off, and I couldn't get the liner back in.
Jackie pulled the boot off, could not get the liner back in.
And then I tried.
Oh, did that happen here? Freezing feet first. Then he came inside. What happened when he got in here? That's when he slammed his locker and squished his finger inside. He still just wants that good day.
And then he tripped on his.
Did that happen next?
No.
Yeah. He took his boots off and his feet were wet.
Remember, he slammed his finger in his locker. Then he looks down and realizes that his socks are soaking wet. So then, he got his good day, right? Or did something else happen?
I tripped myself. He tripped
Then he
himself.
came in and tripped himself,
No,
fell right on the floor.
I was having a good day until Cyprus when I tripped myself.
Was it a good day though? Or was it still kind of filled with some troubles? And tripping yourself was just one
And
more
then he had
trouble.
a good day.
So he wants or needs a good day. Do we know if he got it yet?
No, because we're doing it right now.
We're doing it right now. So what we have to know at the end of the day would be, Brayden, is anything else going to happen to you? Is he going to get his good day? Maybe something's going to happen to turn this whole day around. What do you guys think? Can we finish his story right now? We're right here on the story structure. We have to wait to see if the character gets what he wants or needs. What do you guys think?
I think he's going to have a better day.
You think he might? Mrs. Woods has a question.
I do have a question. Brayden, you had mentioned something too that might help your day get better. What are you doing after school?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to an Easter egg hunt at church.
Oh my gosh, an Easter egg hunt after school today.
That's the day,
Hello?
So what we might have to wait, Lexi. We might have to wait then to see if that Easter egg hunt is going to turn this day around. What are you thinking?
I'm going to that too.
You are too. So do you think this might have the power to turn everything around?
Yeah.
I wonder, could I come back tomorrow and hear the rest of the story then? Yeah? You know what, guys?
It might not if
Christian, do you hear this part?
If it fight, his mom said we couldn't go if it fight.
Oh my gosh, so there might be something else that bad could happen.
That we would just have to help him. We wouldn't get to find eggs and get candy.
So maybe you'll just fight with your brothers and sisters and then,
I'll try not to.
does he have a good attitude? He's going to try not to. We have to wait till tomorrow to hear the rest of the story. Yeah, you want candy because that's what you want? That might be a whole other story.
I want candy.
All right, let's give Brayden a great day. Thank you so much, Brayden. Okay.
And I forgot.
Now, you guys have until 1 o'clock, right? So would it be okay to take one more? Brayden, make a better choice, please.
Can I
All right.
tell you one more thing about a story?
Nope, not right now. And Mrs. Woods, is there somebody that we should have go next?
Oh my goodness.
All right, I am looking for 5 good body basics.
I thought Wyatt was going next.
I didn't trust anyone. I didn't say it.
You guys, you know what? Your challenge person right now is Alex. Do you see how straight his back is? Do you see how his eyes are on the storyteller? His hands are down. He's got those listening eyes. I need a smile and then we'd be there we go, we're complete. All right, Hannah, do you have a story? All right, go ahead and tell us your story.
On Saturday, like, after he ate supper, my mom was busy, like, dyeing, like, getting the egg stuff ready, because we were gonna dye eggs. And after we got, like, crayons, they're white, and we got to color on them. And it showed up after we painted them, and we put glitter on, and then while I was coloring one, I dropped one, and then I just got a different one and doing it, and me and my brother got to do some glitter on them.
So, it was the other night, after you guys finished eating, you are going to dye Easter eggs, it sounds like. Alright, so how are you feeling about dyeing Easter eggs?
Happy.
It's so fun, isn't it? What were you saying to Mom? I know that when it's at our house and it's time to dye Easter eggs, my girls say, can we do it now? Can we do it now? What were you saying?
I was saying, can you hurry up? I really want to dye it.
Hurry, Mom, hurry. I want to dye eggs. So Mom's busy over there, getting over, wanting to dye those eggs. Finally, it's time to dye the eggs, right? You said you had one of those special crayons that you can color on those eggs. And then when you dip it into the dye, what happens?
It will show up white.
It will, so you can see like almost writing it in secret message. Can't see it until you dye the egg. So then it sounded like you also said that you had glitter. What other things did you have to dye the eggs?
We had the cups of color.
So you all sorts of cups of color, you had glitter, you guys must have really wanted some cool eggs. Yeah, it sounds like that crayon, that will also make it be cool eggs. Now tell us about the time when you dropped the egg. What was happening then?
It cracked.
So were you trying to reach for one?
Yeah, and then I was gonna start coloring on it, but then I dropped
You
it.
dropped it. Did it go right on the floor? Did you hear that sound that goes crack? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Can you imagine that sound? Make that sound with me. Crack! And you hear that crack sound and you know what happened, didn't you? What did you say to yourself?
Said,
Uh-oh.
wouldn't be that fun for us because all of us only get one container, and then we would have one less egg.
That's true. Now that's your story, right, Braden?
Get one cup.
You're right. Now, Braden was saying that at their family, they only get a certain amount of eggs to color. Is that true with your family too? So you have this broken egg and you said to yourself, uh-oh. What did you do with it?
After we were done, I ate it.
I was going to ask you if you did that because that's what my kids do too. Sometimes you know what they do? They drop their egg on purpose and say, uh-oh, and then they want to just eat their egg. Was that what you were doing? No, you just accidentally dropped your egg. You said, uh-oh, it was broken, and then you had a snack at the end, didn't you? So how did the eggs turn out?
Good.
Were they good? Were they beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where are they right now?
In the refrigerator.
In the fridge, waiting to be hidden, huh? Very exciting.
When's the
You
Easter?
don't hide those.
Sunday.
You
We
don't?
eat 'em.
You eat them? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I just eat 'em too.
The thing is, every family does something differently. This is Hannah's family tradition. This is what her family
The
does.
Easter bunny hide them for 'em.
He hides them for you. Huh, pretty interesting. So let's look, well first,
But you
does
don't-
anybody wonder anything about Hannah's family tradition of coloring eggs? Are you wondering anything?
You don't get candy. Christian,
Well, did you know that you can just kind of see it when you, with a white crayon, when you write it on the egg, you can just a little see, but not that.
Could you see it a little bit when you,
no, we like have these special ones.
whoa, special Easter egg crayons. Cool. All right, one more person.
Do you get stickers when you decorate your eggs?
Also, Jamie, you're thinking of other things that sometimes you can have to decorate eggs to
Yeah,
make it
'cause-
even more beautiful.
Because we use stickers.
So in your family, you use stickers.
Yeah.
Hannah, you didn't have stickers this time?
We use glitter.
Glitter.
Last time we used stickers.
Last time.
We only used
Paint. Well, you know what? Let's just check to see. This is a very fun tradition your family
Because
has.
we did some glitter and some not glitter.
So some were plain, just color, and some had glitter. Okay. So we know that Hannah's family was excited to dye those Easter eggs, and Hannah kept saying, Mom, is it time? Is it time? I really want to decorate eggs because you want these beautiful eggs. So what does the Hannah want in this story? She wants to dye eggs. She wants to make them beautiful, don't you? So what were some things that you started to do to make those beautiful? Do you remember what the first thing is that she did?
He started coloring on the eggs.
Using that special white crayon that once you put it in the dye, then you can see the crayon marks. What
And
else?
he used plain crayons.
You used plain crayons too? Oh, you didn't tell us that. So plain crayons, what else did she do to make those eggs beautiful? Do you
He
remember?
dipped them
Dipped them
in
in the dye. What else?
glitter.
Glitter. Anything else?
We left some plain.
Some were plain, and while you were working, something terrible happened.
I dropped them.
Dropped the egg, and you heard that,
Crack.
and you knew you couldn't dye that one. So you set it to the side. You have all your eggs colored. They look beautiful. They're all done,
One.
except one. So what did you do with that one?
I ate
Ate it right up. So once you were all done, you felt like, huh, those look pretty good. Is that how you guys felt? You look pretty good. Did you learn anything while this was happening?
to hold on to that egg.
To hold on to those eggs better. Hold on to them tighter, because you don't want them to get broken. It only happened to one though. Yeah.
Some were cracked because in the carton.
Sometimes they get cracked when you're cooking them too. That happens. But if you're coloring them, make sure you hold on to them nice and tight. That's a good lesson to learn. All right. Because what if you would have dropped all of them?
But you can't hold on to it too hard.
You'd have to
Well, then what would happen if she held on too tight?
It would crack.
It would crack them too.
I had to split it with your brother.
Split it with your
She
brother.
dropped all of them. You would have to eat them all.
So what was the problem with doing that? Dropping all of them and eating all of the eggs? Why are we
And you
even...
wouldn't have any of them to die.
And then what? You told us who comes to your house to hide your eggs.
Easter bunny.
So he would get there and have no eggs to hide. That wouldn't be any fun.
Doesn't he bring his own eggs to hide?
Depends what
He
happens at
does-
your family.
Sometimes he does his, sometimes he does ours.
Very cool. Let's give Hannah a great big clap.
I have to say something.
All right, you know what? I have a feeling you guys have to, could you tell Hannah, I think you guys have gym right now, maybe could you share it on the way to
No,
gym?
we have snack.
Or snack, or you have something I know right now.
But if I had an egg and it was cracked, you could see cracked out, do it because then it would look cool.
All right, I'm looking for kids with
I know
5
what this
good
is.
body basics on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, second grade, for letting me come visit. And